is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
In motion, the tight end. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The Raiders had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Time to give more credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shifts by him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Raiders take over first down 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, Gilmore. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Green brings it in. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan.
He's got him in. Complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 70 yards.
But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
They'll run here with Pierce. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job here by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Watson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Gilmore. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Taken in at the 11. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Jackson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's the option. Running right. He'll pitch it back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys did not play offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got it into last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! Nico Collins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Bond. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Pierce now up the middle. And he went backwards. He'll be down at at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Jackson. And oh no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And Johnson's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. And the reception made by Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Watson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Complete to number 7. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Texans 45.
From the 45 on second down. Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Texans.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they'll begin by running the option.
He gives it up. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On fourth down, Watson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it.
And he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. To the air yet again, Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and a
touchdown Raiders. Brandon Ayuk, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Touchdown! A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 24, Watson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Watson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Gilmore.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's Jacobs.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles.
And that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And now Watson throws another interception. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And they take a knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Texans, they